Okay, we got to see Shedeur Sanders get in the game. He didn't do bad. I don't think he did terrible. I think some of the receivers were missing a few of the catches, but we saw people making some explanations for him, saying he didn't get to practice with the ones and practice with the first team. Jason, so are people making excuses for him, or is he being unfairly treated?
I definitely don't think he's being unfairly treated. If you listen to a lot of the backup quarterbacks who have commented on this issue, whether it's Chase Daniel, whether it's Tim Hasselbeck, a few other backup quarterbacks, Dan Orlovsky, have come out and said that backup quarterbacks don't get reps with the ones. They're trying to get the starter ready. Unless you have a starting quarterback who has 15 years experience in the league, and he understands offenses and he has played in this particular system for a long time and he's liable to get injured because he's older, then they might let a backup quarterback get a couple of reps here and there. But overall, when you have a young starting quarterback, you're trying to get him ready for the week. And that's what they had in Dylan Gabriel. So they were trying to get him prepared to play every week. If you've watched a lot of the Browns games like I have, you see Dylan Gabriel was not really the problem. You can argue that he wasn't pushing the ball down the field, but people are acting as though he didn't have the very same receivers that were dropping balls for Shedeur weren't dropping balls for Dylan Gabriel. We're acting as if the porous offensive line that pressured Shedeur Sanders wasn't the same offensive line that Dylan Gabriel was operating behind. And at the end of the day, and in that game, I watched it. Dylan Gabriel put points on the board and Shedeur didn't. Dylan Gabriel gave them a halftime lead, and when Shedeur got in, they ended up losing the game. So again, Shedeur, there were some things you could take away from it that were good. The pick was pretty bad. There was no one over there when he threw that ball right to the other team. He was 4 for 16, 47 yards. I think it just seems like a lot of people are rooting against Dylan Gabriel and rooting for Shedeur and acting like coming up with excuses for anything. Now he's going to get a real shot this week. He's going to get real preparation, and I'm hoping that he does well. I hope he does okay. But I think it's a little bit much to say that there's some sort of conspiracy against this rich kid, as Bomani Jones put it.